You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight, as seen from above. The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Cauley Stein.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, if you ask Karl Anthony Towns, his greatest strength is his versatility. He said, "My dad taught it to me at a young age, and it's made my transition at every step of my career comfortable, having the fundamentals and foundation. I don't limit myself. I try to be great at all skills." Kevin?
Yeah, terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. Clark, great guards tonight for both teams. Did you ever spend any time in the backcourt at any level when you were playing?
No, I was a ball-handling forward, Kevin, and it served me well, but I was not a guard. I was a forward that could dribble and pass fairly well.
So you were ahead of your time, because that's all we see now in the NBA, right? Guards are not always bringing the ball up.
Yeah, you know, somebody just mentioned that to me, Kevin, that I was maybe a tad ahead of my time back in the late 70s.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, we've got Malik Beasley. Towns is out there with Johnson. Then it's Russell. And it's Culver in at the small forward. And for the Mavericks, Jackson is the 3 and Porzingis at the 4. Jalen Brunson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5, home in the paint. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. They grabbed their own miss. Last break, Dallas. Porzingis has got the ball. Those three-pointers off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Beasley with a clean look drills the three-pointer. Beasley's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for Minnesota. Doncic against Beasley. Doncic passes to Jackson. Now here's Cauley Stein. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, Doncic so crafty and good at using screens and being effective in screening situations. He's a true scorer and playmaker.
The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside, Towns. Pass to Russell. No good. And it's Dallas the other way.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Now, here's Culver. Headed by Porzingis.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
Free throw, no good. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
And he's good on the second.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
Now here's Porzingis. He's coming off a 19-point game against Atlanta.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
17-foot shot on the way. And Towns throws it down.
Well, I like the way Towns reads where the ball is coming off when it's missed. And he's got excellent timing as well and did a good job beating everybody to the ball.
And Brunson has it in the corner. Back to Doncic. 5 on the clock. There's the 3. No good. Shot missing. Excellent D there from Beasley.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Good work there as it goes.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Johnson with the block. And they'll keep possession. Timberwolves leading by 4. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Russell inside. Brunson covering. And it's Russell missing. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Nuggets. Brunson scanning the floor. It's Jackson with the drive. Towns with the steal. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now here's Culver. Guarded by Jackson. Here's Johnson. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Brunson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Pass to Culver. Towns down low, working on Cauley Stein.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now, here is Russell. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. Shoots from 12. Count it.
You like what you have there. Russell crafty with the dribble.
Mavericks trail by 4. And here's Brunson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Doncic. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Stolen by Jackson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. On up the court. Yep, that one goes in there. Doncic has got 6.
And that's such good work to make this a 1-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Now the pass to Towns. Here's Culver. The Mavericks pull it in. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Now Johnson. After Luka Doncic's 3-pointer that didn't go. Russell kicks to Towns. From deep. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And the rejection by Towns. Beasley dishes to Russell. Back to Beasley. Cauley Stein against Towns. He feeds it to Russell, and it's blocked.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Doncic. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 8 points for Luka Doncic.
And the young Timberwolves head coach, Ryan Saunders, son of former Minnesota coach Flip Saunders, about as great of a pedigree you could ask for as a young coach.
Well, guys, you've heard me talk about the DNA when it relates to players. It's the same with coaches. I mean, Ryan has grown up seeing his dad coach at a high level, the late Flip Saunders, one of our favorites in the business. He spent his whole life around basketball, so he has a great way with players and a real good understanding of the game to a modern-day approach for a young coach.
Mark, who do you think is the best center right now, spacing the floor and also embracing the traditional responsibilities of a center?
Boy, I tell you, it wasn't until the playoffs of this past season that I got to see Jokic. My goodness, he is a joy to watch. His footwork, his shot making, his skill, and I think his passing is probably the best attribute of his game. But I would put him in that category because he can make the deep three. Embiid is streaky from there. In terms of the balanced approach, I think probably you could throw Karl Anthony Towns in that mix.
Good names. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Hardaway. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. High, arcing shot.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
Passes it to Towns. The Mavericks pull it in.
Oh, that was a strong toe. Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
The free throw drops for Towns.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Kept alive. Here's Hardaway. The 10-footer finds the target.
Boy, a promising mid-range game that's highlighted by strong fundamentals and mechanics. Hardaway Jr., a productive scorer.
You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans, much more concerned with the packed house and the revenue at the gate.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base. Those fans will be around for a while. Giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road usually.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Porzingis kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Kleba. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Hardaway. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Here's Layman. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And, you know, even though in today's game floor spacing is all the rage, the last 5 years the Wolves attempted the fewest threes in the league. And when they did shoot them, they didn't make very many of them.
And he knocks down the first one. And on top of their troubles from range, the Wolves have also had trouble on the defensive glass.
Yeah, and if you can't rebound and you're not shooting it well, you've got to figure out who you're going to beat. Your identity is in question. That's what the Wolves are trying to figure out. Who are we? What do we do well? How do we win? How do we succeed? To get to the next level, they've got to answer that question.
And one thing the Wolves have done well over the past few seasons, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, you know, they squeeze it well. Low turnovers can be a double-edged sword, though. If you don't make many mistakes, maybe you're not being aggressive enough.
Now here is Hardaway. His last outing, 16 points for him. Porzingis passes to Kid Gilchrist. From the low block, and that one drops. Minnesota in the lead. Guarded by Wright. Pass to Towns. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the inside, Wright. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Guarded by Wright. Outside, Towns. The pass to Okogie. And it's blocked, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Omari Spellman has come in for the Timberwolves. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 45% from the field early. Wright outside.
Right there. I got the help side.
Left side, Hardaway. Here's Kleba, and the powerful one-handed slam.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Layman. .116 left to play here in the first. Just 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Here's Okogie. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Denver. And stolen by Wright. Powell finds Wright. Dallas moving it around. And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Mavericks leading by 5. 23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Inside. Here's Powell. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Dallas, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, you know, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
We've got DeLon Wright. He's out there with Hardaway. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Powell. And it's Kleba in at the 4. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. First free throw is good. Mark, you and I are sitting here watching this game, broadcasting the game. There are a lot of times that the fans can't see how emotionally charged up you are over some of the things you see on the floor, good and bad.
Hey, I love great basketball. Excellent passing, tremendous hustle, creativity on your moves. One of the things that really excites me, though, is to see the ball pop and end up in a three-point shooter's hands, and he's able to knock one down because the crowd is able to follow that ball, and the anticipation just kind of rises as it gets to the designated shooter. I love guys going after rebounds on the offensive glass.
That's a great example about the three-point shot, though, Clark. I love that. That's terrific. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Mavericks.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Now here's Hardaway. He's guarded closer. Here's Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, out of Canada by way of Stanford University, 6'11", power forward Dwight Powell.
Boy, a high-energy guy is Powell, guys. He's a pogo stick and a rim runner, very quick-footed. I think that makes him tough to tag slicing through the lane. His activity and agility really what separate him and get him minutes on the court.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, they are starting afresh, a new era, hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
Doncic is checked in for Maxi Kleba. And he makes the first but misses the second. And you think of everything that Dirk Nowitzki has meant to the Mavericks. Clark, one team for his entire career.
An iconic Hall of Famer. You talk about 14 All-Star appearances and league MVP, 6th all-time in scoring. Most importantly, the franchise's first and only title in 2011.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. But he's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain his rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. Now, here's Doncic. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Jackson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Wright. James Johnson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Free throw good. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
And you think about the two best talents in Wolves history, KG obviously, and probably Big Cat.
I would not disagree. I mean, KG is a Hall of Famer. The Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, has been terrific early in his career. The rebounding and scoring, the versatility at that size between those two guys. Well, it could have possibly been like the Admiral and Tim Duncan. Well, maybe not quite that good, but really good.
Mavericks making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Dallas. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Here's Brunson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, the number 33 pick in the 2018 draft, Jalen Brunson, off to a pretty good start.
Boy, I tell you what, this guy is so solid. He was the Naismith Player of the Year and a 2-time champion at Villanova. No surprise to see him handling this business in the pros because he's all business.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Both shots good from the stripe. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds, but that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart. Make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
Here's Powell. No good off the back of the rim. Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside Russell. There's the dish to Beasley. Pass to Johnson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That's good from Johnson. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Doncic passes to Brunson. The 10-footer. Doncic, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Johnson, a wide open look. Rebounded by Jackson. The Mavericks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Doncic, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
So for the Timberwolves, their last game, a win against the Nuggets in Denver. Powell, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jarrett Culver.
And Powell, with that long body of his, does a nice job going at the defense and forcing them to foul.
The Mavericks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
The first free throw is good.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, 1 star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And I'll tell you who I feel for. The Wolves fans. One playoff appearance in the last 15 years.
Yeah, and, you know, they've had some exciting talent in Minnesota, guys, but they've done very little winning with that talent. I think the good news, though, when you want to spin it positively, they still have that talent, and a lot of the talent is young.
The Mavericks have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. He's off on the first. Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Good on the second free throw. Clark, you and I are amazed at how the global interest of the NBA has just gone through the roof. The league has made a lot of right moves, I think, in this era.
They sure have, Kevin. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the international reach through what coaches in this country have done in teaching the game and promoting the game. Not just coaches, but players as well. I think there's something about the game of basketball that just really transcends cultures. The pace of the game, the personality of the players, the creativity of the game, all of that lends itself to being so popular globally.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Towns.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 10. Here's Cauley Stein. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Cauley Stein's got his first points of the night.
Boy, with the basketball IQ of a 15-year vet, Doncic makes plays that even veterans struggle with.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Russell with it. He's got 8. Lays it up and banks it in. Russell's got 10 points in the game. Mavericks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Doncic against Beasley. Pass to Brunson. Back to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Brunson with it. Russell's there. And it's good. 2 points. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Russell looking around. Goes back up. Tipped away. Johnson inside. Guarded by Powell. Johnson can't hit. Mavericks leading by 10. And Brunson has it in the corner. Hits it from three-point range. Brunson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
And the Timberwolves with possession here after the Mavericks pick up 3. And the pass to Towns. Dishes to Russell. Shoots over Brunson, and Russell gets it to go. He's got 12.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Brunson. And no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Doncic. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor, over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Passes it to Jackson. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jackson finds Doncic. Nice D from Russell.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now, here's Doncic. Following the missed shot by James Johnson. Jackson dishes to Powell. Pass to Doncic. And here's Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. Brunson, no good. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for Cauley-Stein. And it's Porzingis in for Powell. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 11. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Guarded by Doncic. Outside Russell. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown, it's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Boy, you look at how tall Porzingis is. He's 7'3", and you add in his skill level. That's a unique combination. No wonder they call him the unicorn. He is unique.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And Minnesota has possession. It's a 13-point game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Towns kicks to Russell. Sweet little floater. Russell's got 14 points for the game. And Clark, the advantage of height, well known in basketball, but some have wondered if Porzingis is almost too tall.
Well, you know, there's a concern because he's had a significant injury early in his career, and his frame is really long, which makes you a little more susceptible to injuries. But I think KP has worked diligently to add strength and improve his body. Only time will tell if he's able to stand up to a long, productive NBA career.
Dallas calls timeout. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Jackson. Hardaway comes in for Luka Doncic. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Minnesota also with the sub. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Johnson. Now here's Wright. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line. Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
You know, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. And if he continues to improve, he'll be more valuable as a teammate.
Here's Towns, and it's blocked, and they're able to recover. Goes up again. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist, and Kidd-Gilchrist throws it down.
This is Kidd-Gilchrist at his best, an exceptional athlete who's dangerous on the drive.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Hardaway against Russell. Pass to Hernangomez. There's the pass to Layman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts it up. The shot comes out, and it's Dallas the other way. Outside Hardaway. It's Kidd-Gilchrist on the wing. Rebound, Minnesota.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Out left to the wing. Here's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Terrific imagination, creativity. Russell, already one of the league's more intriguing playmakers.
Passes it to Kleba. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Minnesota making some changes. Omari Spellman comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and Okogie subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Timberwolves trail by 10. Pass to Hernan Gomez. 41 seconds left to play in the first half, and the shot goes in.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside Hardaway. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Here's Kleba, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Wayman pass to Spellman, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And we've reached halftime in this one. It's Dallas up by 8. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have an 8-point lead. And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
You got to like their offense efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in their high field goal percentage. They just need to keep playing smart in the second half and close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
Poor efficiency on offense. That's what jumps out at me. You aren't going to win many games shooting under 35%. Bad shot selection, too much one-on-one play, not finishing with authority. Now, these are correctable errors. They could choose to come out in the second half and completely flip that script.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Minnesota. Culver out there with James Johnson. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then there's Towns. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. Now Jackson. After the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns. Porzingis finds Jackson. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And Towns throws it down.
Oh, I love how Towns plays with a chip on his shoulder. He brings it every night with force.
Now Doncic. Now here's Brunson. From deep three-point range. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 3rd assist on the night. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Now, here is Russell. Brunson covering. Russell inside. Jackson on him. The shot misses. Mavericks leading by 11. Here's Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
And he makes the first.
And, you know, with Porzingis, the potential is really exciting. I mean, with his size and skill set, I think he's got a chance to be a dominant force for a long time.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Russell passes to Towns, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
And here's Brunson. He's got 11. Lets it fly. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Brunson's got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas. Pass to Towns. Outside, Russell. Beasley up top. Over Jackson. No good from Beasley.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
At the elbow, it's Jackson. To the middle, and stolen by Russell. Beasley against Doncic. Beasley in the post. Culver passes to Towns. 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. A shot by Culver, nobody around. And it's Towns on the follow. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 19 rebounds. Brunson up top. He's guarded by Russell. 18 feet out, and he hits the jump shot. Russell's got it back down to single digits for Minnesota.
You know, with good form, a quick release, and a nice feel, Russell's comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations.
Culver with the steal. And the layup's good off the glass.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Brunson. 13 points in the game. Cauley-Stein finds Jackson. And here is Doncic. He's guarded by Johnson. 4 on the shot clock. Brunson. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Johnson can't hit.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And Cauley-Stein, so explosive around the rim. Hard to defend without fouling.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
And that one falls for Cauley-Stein. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein has lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And Cauley-Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
Now here's Beasley. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Culver with it. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Tries yet again. Offensive rebound. Towns kicks to Johnson. Back to Towns. And another shot. The feed to Johnson. Porzingis with the block. Now here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. A baseline J. That shot is off. The Timberwolves shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Culver passes to Towns. And there's the defensive 3-second call. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And the technical free throw is good.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now, here's Doncic. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Johnson with the defensive effort. And, Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
Here's Brunson following the score by Jarrett Culver. Right side Russell, the 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Towns against Doncic. And there's the pass to Brunson. Right side Porzingis. Over Johnson. Dallas no good that time either.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Snatched up. Kicks it out to Beasley. Drills the 3-pointer. Beasley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Luka Doncic. And it's Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Wright. 6 points for him. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Porzingis passes to Kleber. Here's Wright. Back to Kleber. Takes it from 10. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves trail by 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
So a moment now to see the story on Tim Hardaway Jr. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Putting up about 10 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Here's Porzingis following the bucket by the Timberwolves, and that one's good. Right.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team-first attitude on display.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Passes to Towns. Towns is doubled. The Mavericks pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Pass to Spellman. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Leading by 5. Kid Gilchrist dishes to right. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Towns. Changes up. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Let's check out the NBA's best three-point threats. Number 1, Karl Anthony Towns.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc, and that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Minnesota. And both free throws good for Porzingis. Timberwolves trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Guarded by Hardaway. Down low. Oh! And he dunks it down.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Right outside. The pass to Hardaway. Back to right. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Porzingis kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Hernangomez grabs the miss.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Here's Okogie, guarded by Wright. Spellman, no good. Dallas leading by 5. Here's Hardaway. Spellman with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Okogie, guarded by Wright. 1:21 left in the third. Okogie misses. Hardaway kicks to Kid Gilchrist. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Kid Gilchrist never lacking for aggressiveness, especially going inside. He's actually probing and daring the defense to foul him on the way to the hoop.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
Free throw drops for Kid Gilchrist.
Still plenty of room to get better. Kid Gilchrist doing his best to become an all-around player.
Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. He's off on the second. Timberwolves trail by 6. To the paint. Here's Okogie. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Okogie's got 4 points in the quarter. Mavericks shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. Right outside to the inside. Here's Porzingis. That one falls. Porzingis has got 10 points.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget, but in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Spellman the pass to Okogie. Great D that time from Hardaway. Mavericks leading by 6. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Right.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Minnesota shooting just 34% from the floor. Passes it to Layman. Here's Spellman. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Guarded by Wright. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And so it's Dallas with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Over Hernangomez. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 6 assists here tonight. Timberwolves trail by 12. Pass to Spellman. Kicks it to Culver. Here's the teardrop. Mavericks with the rebound. Hardaway has got his 4th rebound in this one. Doncic feeling it out. Now here is Hardaway. Not a lot of room. Misses the layup.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Left side, Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Minnesota's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Guarded by Doncic. Hernangomez kicks to Culver. Shot clock at 6. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And then on Friday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And that one misses. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And he ends up missing both free throws. Mavericks leading by 11. Pass to Cauley Stein. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Minnesota shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. It's Russell with the drive. And he lays it straight in. Russell's got 20.
And, you know, once Russell catches fire now, let him eat. I mean, he's got the ability to take over games with his scoring.
Doncic passes to Jackson. Here's Brunson over Russell. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And there's the pass to Culver. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
James Johnson's checked in for Amari Spellman. Mavericks leading by 13. To the middle. Cauley Stein in the post. Hernan Gomez covering.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Beasley, the pass to Culver. Now Hernan Gomez. Russell from long range. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
You know, he's really a good passer for a big man, guys. Porzingis very solid at setting up his teammates.
Outside Russell. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Russell. The Mavericks pull it in. Brunson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Doncic outside. Back to Jackson. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Doncic outside. Jacks up a 3. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic, because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent to work ethic.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Beasley outside. Back to Towns. Beasley outside. 4 on the clock. They could use a bucket. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Now Culver. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. You like that?
Yes and no. I think you have two separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have. And then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So, no, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. Russell passes to Towns. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And they double up Jackson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Feeds it to Doncic. Shoots over Towns. And the rejection by Towns. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Towns kicks to Culver. Looking to end his cold spell. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Outstanding vision from Karl Anthony Towns. Not only is he willing to give it up, but he's ready to find his teammates when they're open.
Over in the corner, Doncic. Connects from three-point range. Doncic has got 6 in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Good.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Beasley dishes to Russell. Ball's knocked loose. Doncic with the steal. Here's Brunson. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Minnesota shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. And here's Beasley. Outside, Towns. 5 on the clock. Johnson in the corner. Drills it from outside.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
On the wing, Doncic. Clark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros could have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And Cauley-Stein throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a pedestrian 36% in the 4th quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Pass to Culver. Towns kicks to Culver. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis.
And what makes Culver difficult to defend, it starts with the footwork and then the change of pace, and you give him that ability to just rise up and shoot over you.
The first one falls. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although
right.
a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
And the basket by Curry.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Towns, the pass to Culver. Evans outside. Clock at 6. The tray. Mavericks with the rebound.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Finney-Smith kicks to Curry. Inside. Here's Doncic. Evans with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. He dishes it to Crabbe. Poked away. Here's Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
The Timberwolves shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. The shot's good. Evans has got his first basket of the night.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Dallas.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Porzingis.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
Basket good.
And for me, guys, this is an area that Culver should utilize more often, showing off that incredible feel with the jumper.
Lee outside. Here's Finney-Smith. And the 3 off target. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Crabbe. The shot is good off the backboard.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Doncic outside. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. KP, balanced offensive effort tonight. What did you like about how you played?
I think we played as a team. We shared the ball, and it was a team effort today. And everybody was involved. Everybody was playing good offensively, and that's why we were able to come up with a win.
Really looking good at both ends tonight, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.